And we're live.
Yep.
Marky in the chat is already wondering if we're going to get the round 3 track announcement today. What do you think, Draco?
Yes, you will at the end of this during the post-match interview because this is the last match of round 2.
So stay tuned for that, everyone.
Yes. So yeah, we're starting on Scrapper's run. We're between the Rookie of the Year last year and Radiant Variant versus the only true rookie this year in TirTheTerror. And I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah, that's right, Draco. It's going to be a very interesting game. We've got Radiance playing on console on Xbox today, so in theory at a slight disadvantage. Tyr being the new player. Tyr's an interesting one. Posted some very, very good times on SRC, but in tourney we've seen Tyr struggling with a little bit of the consistency that we need in the tourneys, so should be a very, very, very interesting match.
Yep, we're just waiting on Radiant to give the ready for his end, so.
And whoopsie, I've been kicked again from the live channel, so I can see the stream coming through, but you'll have to be checking the countdowns for us today, Draco.
Yep.
Is it possible that we just get Tyr turned down a few dog biscuits, or could you get turned up a little bit there, Draco, your voice?
I will, yeah, I will, That better? That
Give me
better?
another sound check there, Draco. Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Okay. So yeah. Now
Chad can let us know if we sound good.
I'm going to see if
We got lots of people in chat this morning.
I'm just waiting on just waiting on them to give the countdown because I see Rain yet to give the ready.
Oh, they've given the ready up? That's great. I mean, I wonder if they thought that that was the... Adept asking in the chat which track is based off Lunar Seeker.
That's Doug Derby.
Ah, of course.
Okay, we got the countdown given, so we should be starting with the actual run now. And we have, but Doug Derby won't be seen today because that was the thing Tyr banned out of Radiant's pool, which was Doug Derby skips with Ran Sandage banned.
Oh.
And then we also have Radiant who banned Mongi out of the Speedway.
Mongaza Speedway skips, so we'll never know if Tyr has found a new Mongaza Speedway skip.
Yeah. This is Tyr. Just waiting on Radiant to hit restart on his not so sure why.
Tyr looking very practiced today in both the practice match and so far in lap 1.
For sure. Here we go. Finally.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Close. Oh, okay, there we go.
I think Radiant is forced to see the cutscenes because otherwise he can't get the boost start on the console.
Oh, that's nice for all of us. They're good. They're very nice, very aesthetic cutscenes anyway.
About 21 seconds.
Oh no!
Paused on a crash, unfortunate!
Oh no, Tyr was doing so well in practice as well. Maybe just still got a little bit of tawny nerves coming in.
Oh no!
Oh, I hate that part.
Yeah, I think it's easier to fall off on 64 like we do.
I also like playing Ben, usually in a full game run through, and he's just so damn tall that you just go off the edge so easy. I feel bad for Tyr.
For sure. I feel bad for him too.
I would consider this one of the most difficult tracks to not crash on, in my opinion.
I would agree.
Very narrow, lots of silly jumps if you're depending on your TFPS. Oh no, Tyr!
Uh, 155 for Radiant.
Very respectable, clean race from Radiant so far.
And a 208.92.
And that was with 3 crashes for Tyr. So that might have been a win for Tyr if he kept it clean there.
Yep. And up next is Aquilaris Classic.
Someone tell Tyr that they're on the wrong race. Maybe just getting some. Maybe Tyr feels that they've already got enough practice with Aquilaris and they don't need a warm up. Hopefully, that's all it is. Let's see what TFPS Radiant goes for. 100. Nice and in the middle.
Not sure why.
You'll not find a better deal anywhere, I think, huh?
Tyr also opting for 100 there. And also finding the correct race. That's good. Countdown has been given.
Yep.
Maybe this will be it. Maybe we have a bit of a delay. Let's find out.
Yeah. Well, I know Radiant said that he was delayed by a minute on his end.
You're looking a little bit bumpy. First crash.
What's going on here?
It's like how Dare would say that Radiant playing a little bit safe here today. I think maybe that's a strategy, letting the newer, less experienced player take the crashes and trying to stay a little bit more in the middle of the track, not pushing it too hard.
Yes. I'm not so sure if we're on the actual start or not.
About 34 seconds if we are.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Tyr hitting one of the invisible invisible floor polygons, if I'm not mistaken. A race start. I'm guessing this might be it, Draco.
I think so. Here comes a long sync pause.
Tyr is taking some pretty good lines here, I have to say.
Yeah. Not that far behind either. Like the crash. 52, whoa.
Avoiding losing any heat there as well, which is good. Yeah, you're right, a depth of far cam on Xbox, it does look very far. I think Ben's also very small, so maybe that's got something to do with it.
I think he's the second smallest pod by size of the game after Bullseye.
Tyr avoiding his friend there.
Yep.
Shouldn't speak too soon, but Tyr seems to be catching up just that little bit. Not quite enough.
Not quite enough, but just a second.
And again, Radiant takes it for being just that little bit of a cleaner racer. This will be interesting.
Next track is Boonta Training.
Now we know Tyr can get a 136 here, which is considered a pretty bloody quick time. We'll see if we can spy Radiant's record going into the match. Yeah, I agree, Mikey. I think that was a little bit bit of bad luck on that one. I don't think Tyr actually hit the ball there.
Back again, huh?
136, 322, I think, for Tyr is the record. Oh, and we don't get to see Radiance because Radiant apparently knows how to do the skip, so...
I was actually discovered mid-tourney in 2020.
That would have been very disruptive, I guess.
It was a little bit, for sure. It was used also in tourney too.
I think it's one of those fun skips where there's the maybe the more common method about doing the wall climb, or the extra fun method of doing the jump onto the wall climb.
Yep. Well, Tyr's bringing back memories because he's doing the old strat before we found out how you jump over it, which was something that N64 runner Hayu Doro found about a few years ago.
Oh, I didn't know how you found that one. That's awesome.
Yeah, he found it, and it turned out to be optimal not just for 64, but PC as well.
Yeah, Hayu does the 137 from Tyr. If we can see that kind of pace today, then Radiant might be in trouble here.
Or he is. I know, Yeah, I like to say Hayu's in a category all by himself. He's like easily the best non-PC player easily of this game ever.
No doubt about that. I think also very respectful times from Goof and Dom recently, and obviously by yourself. But with different stick configurations, it's always a very different beast with 64. And Radiant playing on console has a lot of similarities. But the higher frame rate does make it very different.
Yeah.
Still has a lot of the difficulty though with having to charge the boost by doing nose up rather than I mean nose down, rather than just being able to press a button.
Oh, if it gets bad on console, it's even worse on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, from what I hear. But we did see
you have to hold
Radiant
the
going for the
stick
jump
dead
strategy there.
straight.
We did see Radiant going the jump strategy, which is one of the advantages on console. There's the easier jumps and the easier nose up.
There we go. Looks like green started. Not so sure if Tyr's doing his actual run or if he's actually restarting. Really hard to tell.
Radiant clean in the first one. If this is Tyr's run, it's clean throughout so far. Oh, almost a 136 from Tyr.
Let's see if he restarts or just goes straight to it. I think that was Tyr's actual run.
Yeah, I'd be keeping it. 137, 175. Very respectable from Tyr.
A minute.
And Radiant also being clean so far. Nope, Tyr's not happy. Tyr wants to go even faster.
$138.
Ooh, what happened there?
I reset it to 0.
Oh, okay. 138. So we know Tyr can go faster if they can keep it clean. Let's see what happens. Tyr's taking the sort of middle path out of the cave.
32.
Loses the boost hold.
Let's see what goes on here.
That's going to be close. 4, 5, 6. Tyr takes it.
37. Big Tyr takes it. Let's see.
Is that the exact same time? Yeah, Mikey, exact same time, eh?
Bizarre coincidence. We are tied at 1-1.
Is it 2-1?
No, 2-1. Oops, forgot to do it.
That's okay. Chat was helping us out there. It's funny to see how many people in chat. I think everyone wants to know what the next track's going to be and get an advantage. We should all be aiming to go last next time.
Next track is going to be a tricky one. This is going to be Vengeance with Ben Quaternaro's band.
And Vengeance, as we know, is can be a very death-heavy match, so maybe a tactical choice by Radiant to see if they can get Tyr to have a few more crashes here. We'll see what happens.
Well, the other thing too is that this track is really because I know Tyr is stuck at a higher frame rate because of how his line setup is, and Radiant's fixed at 60 frames per second, which makes the track easier on 64, but also increases the risk of soft locking compared to the 64.
I hope no one gets the soft lock rock today, but it would be funny if it happens, I gotta admit.
I had a feeling Radiant was going to go with Bulls here. He is the best pick after
Let's see how practiced Radiant is.
Yeah. Tyr not looking comfortable. He looks like he got a little thrown off by not being able to use Ben.
I think in the previous match, Tyr was also saying that he was trying to focus more on his own track picks to try to secure some of those wins, and not going to be as comfortable on his opponent's track picks. So we'll see what happens. It's Vengeance, anything can happen.
Yeah. And then the reactor core beam, which is at the start of this tube, that is so lethal that it will kill you even with invincibility cheats on.
Back again, huh?
Adept in the chat saying there's less than a death's difference, so less than about 4 or 5 seconds difference between their PBs.
That was both with Ben. It's going to be a bit different with Bulls versus Mars.
Yeah, Radiant taking the bigger risk, but also seeming to be better practiced.
Yeah. I think this is the actual run. About 2.5 seconds. Two and a half in favor of Radiant.
Oh no, Tyr takes it on the gears.
Yeah, really easy to crash on this track with Mars when it's narrow, and Mars is the widest pod in the game.
Widest, and do you reckon Mars is the tallest as well? Certainly tallest when Mars is tilting.
Yeah, he has the widest hitbox of any pod in the game.
Yeah, I'm just interested. The gears sort of kill you from above there, so I wonder if there's a height hitbox that comes into it as well.
105 to 110.
A little bit more than one death in it. Radiant just kissing the wall there.
Yeah, I will say the far view on Xbox is a lot farther than the far view on other versions of the game.
Good, you get a better field of view, I suppose.
Possibly, but
Radiant's holding that boost for a long time there during the cave.
he pulled up on the control stick so he could hold the boost that way.
That's the trick, is it? I'm going to have to learn that one.
Uh-oh!
Oh, here taking another one. Oh no, Tyr!
No! But then
I hate that section.
Mars is super wide for this. I know my first run of this track that I set with this game wasn't actually with Ben, but Bullseye.
Yeah, different based, different based. Oh, Tyr just missing the door there.
I think
Radiant getting the boost hold through the cave
I
again.
think Radiant's gonna be his, let's see, 310, 313. Match point for Radiant.
Oh, I think Tyr is the new player. Probably would have beat me on this one, I have to say. Again, without those deaths, it would have been closer.
Definitely. We are at Doug Derby, Laguna Seca.
But no skips, unfortunately.
Yep.
Back again, huh? You want that one?
Doug Derby skips maybe being one of the newest skips that has been found. Is that right?
It's a fairly new one, yeah.
Yeah, I think a reasonably tight track like Doug Derby might be a bit of an advantage for PC. I think Radiant's going to be struggling to find the boost charge a little bit more on a track like this, in my opinion. But also a track that's very easy to die on, so let's hope that Tyr is going to be keeping it clean here.
Yeah, this track is deceptively difficult. Yeah, this is
Tyr
a
looking
track
very
that,
clean in warm-up.
yeah. Oh, crashes in the rainy curve.
Commentator's curse. There's this rock coming up for Tyr right now. That one on the left. Always thought it looks like a middle finger. The track
I
giving you
never
the
even
middle
thought
finger.
of that until just now. It does really look like someone giving the middle finger.
You won't be able to forget it now.
No, I probably won't.
Yeah, that's right, Mikey. When the track rock is giving you the middle finger, you know it's a bad track. A mean track, even.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it really does now that you say that.
143 with one crash, I think, from Tyr in practice. Radiant looking pretty clean.
Yeah. My record on this track was a 139 with bullseye.
I mean, that's the times that you manage on an OEM stick is always just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Banana Boat Kid, I agree. It is a strong pick for Tyr. Tyr getting a little bit more wise at the ways of the game and about picking good Tony picks. Okay, countdown has been given, and Radiant says that this is the real one for Radiant.
Yeah. Uh-oh!
And Tyr might be starting their
Yep, I
real
think
race
he
now
is.
as well.
35. Strange that he goes to quit race rather than restart Tyr.
I think that was the signal that this is the real one.
We have about
52? Oh no, but Radiant!
crashes in the corkscrew.
Radiant, not like this.
About 52 seconds.
We might have a race. Tier's got to keep it together.
I'm gonna try sinking. This is gonna be an epic sink.
We all want to see it.
Him go. Let's see. Goes for the Andretti hairpin. Takes a bonk, but doesn't die. Yikes! But we know. And here we go. Tear into the roll straight. Now going into the corkscrew. Now the rainy curve.
You can really tell Tier's put the time in here.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting to see. Final lap is a 33. Final Andretti hairpin.
You should see Tier go ahead of
Tier
Radiant.
is going way ahead now. Yeah, Tier is
Way
in
ahead.
the lead decisively. Come on. Okay, clean corkscrew. Clean ringy through. And going through middle finger rock and then the straight. And 138, that's not that bad. And Radiant coming in with a 146. We have it set up at 2-3.
Tier holds on for another one.
Yeah, Tier holds on for another one. But now he's at the mercy of Radiant's picks now. Radiant going in chat, ouch. Next is Plain Howler Gorge for race 6.
Yeah, and Howler Gorge having a lot of reasonably straight boost holds, I think is less of a disadvantage on console for Radiant. Except when you hit the roof like Radiant just did.
Yeah.
But just because it's maybe less of a disadvantage doesn't mean that it's an easy track by all means.
No, but this was actually, I would say, probably one of the stronger times I did back in the day. In fact, this was one of the stronger times I had back in the day. Actually held world record on the fast lap for a few years. And this section right here that we're going through, between this final section between the pipeline here and the finish line, is something that the optimal strat hasn't really changed much in about 14 years.
Tier playing it very safe though.
Very safe, yeah. 115.
And I want to know. I want to get a vote off chat. Do we prefer saying tentrance or tentry? Let's find out today. Let's put it to rest.
Yeah. Yikes!
Banana boat kid preferring AMR. Why not both? Okay, countdown has been given. I think Radiant said that the next restart is their on, which I'm guessing will be the one after this.
Yep.
Lightning Pirate is suggesting tentering.
Oh,
Entering the Tentry way.
oh my god. A lot of ways, a lot of ideas here.
A lot of very high IQ in chat, I think.
The actual start. About 8.75 it looks like. In favor of Radiant.
Your eyes are faster than mine. Slightly different methods there. Tyr taking a slightly safer route or an easier route. I don't think there's much time difference in those two though.
No, not at all. Very close to each other.
Very close.
See what happens on the console version, because this is going to be where they diverge. Radiant going, jumping the whole way.
I gotta tell you, as a
Here we're
kid, I
gonna go.
loved those big jumps. That was like my favorite part.
Yeah. Boosting through the pipeline. Now, ideally, they should just hold off on this boost until they get to the... Yep, they're both bifurcating it. Radiant taking it a bit tougher.
Yeah, Radiant definitely more practice through there. Successful
111
Tentry,
to
successful Tentry.
113, this is still fairly close. And you have Tyr going really fast with this, getting the speed boost. Uh-oh! Lost the boost, but manages to recover.
Both playing it safe after the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. Tyr playing it much safer than Radiant, and Radiant is taking it fairly safe himself.
You just have to on this track, it's so unforgiving.
Yeah. Yeah. Careful. Let's see.
Radiant getting the boost hold pretty well.
Yep.
Tyr playing it safe, losing more time on that end section.
Final lap. There we go.
Oh,
I
and
saw
Tyr
that was
doesn't
going to be a
make it.
bad angle from how it looked. I just
Oh,
saw
no.
that one coming.
The tent takes the first victim.
Yeah.
And Tyr losing the boost hold. Tyr might want to try changing the tilt just before that little hump there, just to get that boost hold all the way through. Let's see if Radiant can keep it clean one more time.
And here we go. This is where you'd have to hold it all the way through, which is what... Nope, he lets go of it. And... Radiant takes it. This concludes round 2 of the
GG.
tournament.
And Tyr crawling over the line after another very late crash though.
Yep.
Again, if you subtract 4 or 5 seconds from each crash, that would have been very close.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right, Adept. And I think it is quite... the standings are a bit closer than previous years. GG Radiant.
Hey guys, right off the rip, I am sorry for you guys having to run 1 minute delays on me. I manually counted it out. I am at a 55-second delay. I am absolutely sorry.
No, not at all. It didn't affect it that much, I don't think.
I was watching the stream as I was racing. It certainly did.
Oh, you were mentioning in chat what you were doing, so I don't think it was as confusing as it has been in the past for us commentators.
That's the only way I could do it, man. I'm sorry.
GG Tier.
Hey everyone.
GG's tier.
Good game rating.
Good games. Ugh. You know, I'm gonna be candid. I hate you for the BTC and Malistaire picks because those cook me every single time. They absolutely cook me.
Yeah, I did my homework.
You scored A at least.
I have no idea what happened on AQC. I guess I scraped the left wall going into the last tunnel. I have no idea how I died.
Yeah, I was watching it as well. I think there's a couple of spots in AQC where the floor just kills you. You might have just gotten super unlucky there.
Yeah, I'll have to rewatch the replay because I don't.
Are
I
you
don't
talking
know
about the outdoor section with the ramps?
No, the second tunnel, the left-hand entry into that. Somehow I died on lap 2, I believe it was.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Because the one kill spot on AQC that killed me until I learned how to properly race was outside with those 2 ramps. There's a lip on that ledge going back toward the last aquarium tunnel. I would always get caught on that if I was driving straight or tilted. Ugh.
Yeah, there's a section on the floor in the first tunnel that always gets me.
Yeah, if you go wide right.
Did you run Doug Derby clean?
Yes.
Dadgummit.
Well, not clean in the sense I clean in the sense I did not crash, but I had a few scrapes.
That's what I mean. Clean race being no frags.
Yeah.
That was my only frag of the night. Doug Derby, dadgummit.
I was quite disappointed on Scrappers. I had been practicing for a 152, 153 pace, and then it just crashed 3 times. And I had done that 3 or 4 times leading up to today, like this morning. So that was very, very disappointing.
I think that's
Scrappers this afternoon.
It's so easy to fall off.
I ran Scrappers in practice. The best I could do was a 153.9. I am absolutely struggling. I noticed I saw or heard Draco talking about having to prime the boost with the up tilt on the stick. It's absolutely stupid. I am so fed up with it.
Yeah, my first death, I think it was on toward the end of the track, the slight right, as you lead into the ramp. I'd even been telling myself, stay away from the wall, and here I am, like, right against it. I don't know what I was doing.
If it was nerves, I understand. I think my heart was going at about a mile a minute come the last race. It was one of my picks, and I felt nervous.
Radiant, I was wondering, and don't take this wrong, your times were all very quick. You would have smashed me if I was in it, but it did seem like maybe you were intentionally trying to play it a little bit safer today and trying to reduce the deaths. Was that part of your strategy?
Me?
You don't think so?
Me being candid, that's just luck. Like if I manage to get a deathless run, that's usually what I take in the bot challenges, and I'll submit those. But with tournament, it's like that, but I can't hit the pause button. So whatever happens, happens. I definitely got a little bit timid on Bull's Vengeance because when second lap Big Rock came around before the pillars in the AGT, I got super shook. I don't know what happened. I lost the usual line that I can just coast right underneath the rock after cutting the boost, and I got too close, so I had to turn, and from then I was just nervous as heck. And then Doug Derby I tried, but that one, what do you call it, the Andretti hairpin?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's the first hairpin at the very start of the track.
Oh, then what's the one where it's the you're coming out of those tunnels and you have to do a quick S curve?
That's the corkscrew, And right before that, where the tunnels is called the Roll Straight.
Well, I guess I got corkscrewed. It's a bad joke.
And I did, tier, compared to round number 1, definitely looking a lot cleaner in some of those picks of yours. You've been putting in a bit of practice, I can see.
Yeah, I've been grinding quite a bit the last few weeks, and this past week it's been like all tourney prep. So I've been exploring different strategies that can be more consistent. Let me down on the last one on Howler. I also had a brain fart at the end where I just ran straight into the rock as I was trying to take the inside lines. I don't know what I was doing.
I don't know what happened on Howler. When I was trying for the boost holds over the slow terrain going back into the tunnel before bridge, I lost the boost hold both times after the first lap. I can usually hold it, but I lost them both.
I have trouble with that boost hold. But yeah, I was like, okay, after I had my first crash, I said, okay, I got to push a bit here. I'll take the inside line. And then I just didn't. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, with that boost hold, the way I've heard Dom explain it is it's as if the pod is on a spring, and when the spring compresses, it's more likely to hit the ground or lose the boost hold. But by toggling your tilt on and off, that will reset the spring. So if you sort of toggle it just before you get to that little hump, sometimes it's a bit easier to hold that boost hold.
Really?
You can talk to Dom for the more expert version of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to consult with the Elder Gods on that one. That one might be useful. Jitter tilting as you're heading out of the jump. Interesting.
Oh, as coming out of the tunnel before the hump. Maybe we're talking about different parts there. Potentially.
Radiant, I was expecting either Executioner or Abyss, but you didn't pick either.
This weekend has been rough for me. I went with a couple of bog standard picks that I've been very comfortable on through the challenges. Any other weekend, you probably would have seen me gamble on Abyss or maybe Executioner, but Executioner banned Ben has not been going well for me recently. I've been fumbling at the suicide entrance. It's been killing me about like once every board, and I couldn't get around it.
Yeah, I decided if you had picked. So I expected the only pick that surprised me was M100. I was expecting either Abyss, and I was kind of thinking you would go with Abyss and Doug Derby skips, and I knew I was going with Doug Derby, so I thought, okay, I'll ban Abyss and just use the Doug Derby skips as more practice.
Ah, great, the secret's out.
I was wondering.
Dadgummit, Tyr, why'd you have to go and spill the beans?
It's all public knowledge. You just have to know where to look.
Now I gotta find a new secret weapon. Any other given weekend, you would have been 100% right, Tyr. I would have gambled on Abyss and Executioner. The M100 random pick was purely last-ditch effort. I feel like I have enough experience with most of the pods on M100 to run a clean race, unless it's Ben, in which case that hairpin grinds me. Or Bowls, because Bowls. Like, if you dealt me, say, a slow one, like maybe an EB or even a dud, I feel like I could take it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we didn't get up to the random pod pick there. That would have been interesting.
I'm going to hope I don't have to use that, because I can't outsmart everyone. I have consigned to that. This kind of proved it, because Tyr, you did your homework, and I was right to fear those simple boards like BTC and Doug. That was good stuff.
Yeah, there were. I was looking, and don't take this the wrong way, but I was like, I have pace advantage on most tracks, but can I not crash? That was going to be the key to the race, and it turned out I couldn't avoid crashing.
I was going
absolutely,
to mention
you have pace advantage on me. Absolutely.
We were noticing, and we were having a look that in a lot of cases, it would have been extremely close if T hadn't had the crash. Sometimes maybe inching a little bit ahead, and sometimes a tiny bit behind. But yeah, that was a huge factor in it.
Yeah, I thought I was pretty confident in Scrappers. I don't know what I did. I just completely failed that one.
20 nerves, maybe.
Scrappers, I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
trying to see how much I could push it in practice today. I got a new PR, but that was about the extent of it. After that, it became a race of how much could I push it without getting too risky, and I think I went timid by the end of it.
Yeah, I just completely failed it. I had reached the point where I was my personal best is I was getting to the point where I was starting to push my personal best, just taking it easy. So I was pretty confident, but can't crash. AQC I was a little more nervous about. So I'm happy with that one, though. We're still confused by my crash. I don't know what killed me.
I can go and I can run it back to see what happened. I can probably pick out a piece of Geo that ate you.
Yeah, it could be. I wasn't aware there's any any like death spots there other than the wall. So I must have been too close to the wall. I was playing it really safe, maybe too safe.
So what I know, when it comes to tunnels,
Yeah,
was it a
AQC, I
tunnel
think,
or a
is
wall that got you?
notorious. Tunnel.
It was a tunnel that got him?
The lead
Yes,
into the second
second
tunnel.
tunnel.
Yeah.
I'll definitely take a look back into that. From what I know, geometry-wise, the tunnel separated into blocks, and if you go in the turn too close to where those blocks connect to each other, your engine can catch a lip and get fragged. That's what I know. Did you die instantly, or did you just lose an engine?
Lost an engine.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll run it back and I'll get back to you on that one. We don't have Gale to give us the geo maps, but I'm pretty sure I can fish it up. I miss Gale. Come back to us, Gale.
Yeah. So I already have punched in the matches for round 3. So
We're all waiting.
So they're all up.
Oh boy.
And this is kind of funny. We didn't intend it this way, but the first track for round 3 has been one that's already been done like crazy and to death this year in Howler Gorge.
Oh, I have a chance to take the whole shot this time.
Console players all cheering.
Yeah.
I will take wishbones at this point. Throw me a bone here.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they know I
Although
can't
knowing
reveal
my luck,
my
committee will
Howler
pick.
Gorge skips that I've been trying for. All that practice for Howler Gorge skips just down the drain.
Well, I think you can still pick it with conditions.
I will say too is that the buys are you, Cook, and Banana Boat Kid for round 3.
You being Nintendo?
Yep.
I've got the buy. No worries. Even better, I can practice even harder for round 4.
Hey.
Yep. So Yep. Everything's ready to go. I already announced it. So.
Okay, friends. Well, if that's it, I think that was a very entertaining match. Entertaining with the different systems, different setups, and reasonably close on a lot of them as well. So thanks to the racers, thanks Draco, thanks Speed Racing.
GG's again, Tyr. Seriously.
Good game, Radiant, and thanks Draco and Cook for commentating, and Speed Game for hosting. I want to give a shout out to my wife and my son who are watching. So hopefully they had some fun too.
Oh yeah,
Heck
it was
yeah.
a fun match, 4-2.
Yeah, Dad's getting quicker and quicker. Can't wait to see how you go in the future rounds.
You shave those deaths off the count and you're going to be deadly. No doubt there.
Yep. Anyway, round 3 has officially started as of the conclusion of this match, and this will go from now to June 29th. So good luck, and may the force be with you.
Good night, everybody.
Take care.